Hello and welcome to my workshop here at Vanilla Ink Studios. Have you ever wondered what a jeweller's studio looks like? Or perhaps you've been wondering what a jewellery school looks like? Well, today's your lucky day as I will be showing you both in-house here at Vanilla Ink. As some of you may already know, I've been based here at Vanilla Ink for a couple of years now, but this year I am Vanilla Ink's jeweller in residence, and therefore I get a permanent bench here and I basically just live in this space. As the jeweller in residence here at Vanilla Ink, I have the honour of having my own bench here that I have handpicked myself. Here it is. This one's my one with the lovely yellow bit. And I also get professional development. I get loads of support in growing my practice and my skill set. And I also get to teach as one of the tutors here at Vanilla Ink. So Vanilla Ink is essentially a jewellery school and studios combined, which allows both people to learn and people that already have their practices set up to have a base here at Vanilla Ink to increase their practice and to have a beautiful workshop in which to work. And also a mixture of the two. As a lot of jewellery graduates like myself, once they have graduated, they graduate with a specific skill set, but they want to expand their horizons and they want to expand their skill set. And this is the perfect place to also have a studio and learn new skills. So that's exactly what I'm doing this year. So now that I've given you a brief description of what Vanilla Ink is, let me give you a tour and show you what it actually looks like. Let's start from the beginning. Vanilla Ink is based in Brook Street Studios here in Glasgow, and it occupies the suites 6, 7 and 8 on floor 3. And here we are in the first room of Vanilla Ink Studios. As you can see, it's rather a large room with loads of light coming through, which is really important for a jewellery studio. We've also got loads of equipment which allows us to really experiment with new techniques and materials and do the best job possible. There are also loads of inspirational pictures all along the walls in every single room to inspire people to create and actually showcase what people have achieved in these studios as students and professionals throughout their time here at Vanilla Ink. Personally, I think these pictures bring real life and energy into the Vanilla Ink studios. So this first room is School 1. So in School 1, we hold our professional classes. These are more advanced and specialised classes which require a lot more knowledge into the field and are often for people that have been practising jewellery for a while or have progressed through our classes to arrive at this point. This is also where my bench is. I've chosen a bench here in Studio 1 because I like the atmosphere, I like the light, and this was the first bench that I had at these studios, so I have a particular fondness for it. But let's get back to that one later, and I will continue showing you School 2, which is just next door. Now here in School 2 you can see a theme emerging. It is very similar to next door with all the pictures on the walls, but in this case the pictures reflect the classes that are held in this school. And in School 2 we hold our hobbyist and beginner classes. So in these pictures you will see the results of students' work through their taster sessions classes, through their day classes, and through their beginners, hobbyists, and you can actually see the wonderful results that they have managed to achieve, often just in one day. I mentioned before, I'm one of the tutors here and I often teach here in School 2 and I do occasionally take classes in School 1. So when I'm teaching here at this bench here, right at the top. So I've mentioned that in School 1 we hold our professional classes, while here in School 2 we hold our hobbyists and beginner classes. And yes, here at Vanilla Ink we do both. We offer a wide range of classes that start from taster sessions of just a one-off experience that might just introduce you into the world of jewellery or just allow you to have a nice fun day out. We also have weekend or day classes that are specifically on one topic. We also offer block classes, so it's basically 8-week blocks going from level 1 to level 4, taking you from being an absolute novice beginner that's never touched a tool in your life to an advanced maker. And if you're curious to find out a little bit more about the classes that we offer here at Vanilla Ink, then just browse our classes section in the Vanilla Ink website, vanillainkstudios.co.uk. It's also important to note that every time that you buy a class here from Vanilla Ink, all profits are reinvested back into our Making as a Form of Therapy program, which allows us to help out vulnerable, disadvantaged and/or deserving people by giving them the opportunity that would otherwise not be available to them. We believe everyone should get the chance to experience jewellery making. Many of our students here actually start off with maybe a taster session or a small beginner class, and they actually work their way through the entire program and become fully fledged jewelers, which is absolutely amazing. One of our current tutors actually started on this very journey. She had no previous education in jewellery, and I think she just started with a stacking ring taster session, and she just caught the bug and she felt inspired to want to create more and to want to revolutionize her life around being creative and being a jeweler. And now she has a very successful practice and is one of our tutors here at Vanilla Ink. I find this an absolutely amazing journey and amazing story. Personally, I got trained at the University of Dundee, where I graduated in 2019, but I was coming to classes here at Vanilla Ink throughout my degree, and it really taught me a lot. And to be honest, I think that a lot of the time I have learnt a lot more skills in just one class taken by Scott McIntyre than in an entire year of university. He's a natural born teacher, he's a master at his trade, and he inspires you to want to go away and be the best version of yourself that you possibly can. And that is why when I graduated, I knew that I wanted to have a space here at Vanilla Ink, and I wanted to learn as much as was humanly possible from this brilliant man and this wonderful environment. And now I've been here for a year and a half, and my practice has changed drastically. My skill set has improved tenfold, and I still have a long way to go and loads of things that I want to learn to become the best jeweler that I possibly can. At the moment, I am really honing my stone setting skills because that is what I want to focus on. I love stone setting, as many of you will already know, and that is what I want my career to be focused on. And throughout my weekly videos, you will be seeing projects that I'm getting on with. They're either private commissions or personal projects or practice pieces or collection items that I am working on in this beautiful environment and where I am pushing my skill set every single time. So if you follow my YouTube channel, you will see me grow and develop as a jeweler, and you'll see the different kinds of work that I will be pushing myself to do every single week. So if you're curious to see what that looks like, then check out my other videos, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notifications button, which will keep you up to date to my weekly videos that I will be launching every single Thursday, so that you guys can get to see what I'm working on. But let's get back to our tour. So as I said, that was School 1, this is School 2, and in here we have the residents only studio. Now these are benches that get rented out by jewelers to have a working space. And so in here we have loads of different practitioners working on their own work and creating beautiful and wonderful jewellery and having access to the full workshop for all the equipment that they might need. We also have another space like this next door with more private studios that can be rented out as a full office workspace as well. So these ones are a little bit more communal, but we realize that not everyone likes to share their space and everyone needs a little bit of alone time. And that's why we have the private studios next door. So as you can see, this is a huge space. Previously to this, we were based in another part of Glasgow in much smaller studios, and this is a definite upgrade to the amount of space that we now have. So now I'll take you back to School 1 and actually show you my bench properly this time. So this top bench is usually where Scott McIntyre, the head of Vanilla Ink, sits when he teaches his classes. He is a master goldsmith and his skills are incredible. And finally, here is my own bench. As you can see, I am the yellow bench, and that is because, as you can see, I love yellow and orange and all those lovely citrus colors. So excuse all the rubbish in my skin. This is where all our waste falls into, and as you can see, I've been doing a lot of work in wax. And if you've been following my other YouTube videos, you will already know this. I also have my little cubby with loads of stuff. Excuse the mess, don't look at the mess. It's very, very messy. I'm a very, very messy person. No, don't look. Ah! But this is where I keep all my stuff. And this is my very special little box where I keep all my projects that I'm working on, all my little tools, all my drill bits, all my extra silver. And this is always the #1 thing to come out. I also have my optivisors, which I need for all my stone settings, and then an array of other materials, gemstones, equipment, and everything that I need to make all the jewellery that you have been seeing on my channel. So this is basically where I sit and work away at all my commissions and all the things that I share with you on a weekly basis. This is where I live, this is where my workshop is. So this is where I work away at my own private commissions, at my own practice, at my own collections, and this is essentially my home. While the other side of what I do, aka teaching, is usually next door. So let's get started on today's project, which you won't see until next week. So thank you for joining me today in this tour of the Vanilla Ink studios and sharing with you what Vanilla Ink is all about, as well as showing you my work home. I hope you found this video interesting and fun, and maybe has inspired you to come over and visit at some point, maybe take in a class. If you want to find out more about Vanilla Ink, then just visit the website vanillainkstudios.co.uk. And if you want to find out more about what we get up to on a daily basis, then to follow what all our tutors are doing for all the classes, then follow our Vanilla Ink's tutor account on Instagram. If you want to follow what I'm getting up to as a resident here at Vanilla Ink, then just follow my Vanilla Ink resident account. And if you want to see the wonderful creations of Scott McIntyre, our head of Vanilla Ink, then just check out his Instagram, Scott McIntyre at Vanilla Ink. And finally, if you're curious to just see what I'm getting up to every day, then just follow me on my Instagram account at Lorna Design, or through my Facebook at Lorna Design, where you can contact me directly regarding any commissions or any questions and queries you might have, but also you can find me on my website, lornaromanenghi.com. So now that I have given you loads of Instagram accounts to go and follow and browse, all that remains for me to say is thank you again for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this and see you next week.